Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about price action top down analysis, which I'm going to be doing price action top down analysis on GBPUSD. Just like we market top down analysis on GBPUSD, what we are going to look out for next week on GBPUSD. My name is Taufik Abiola. I'm a day trader. Without wasting much of our time, let me take you to my laptop screen now and do day trader, simple day trader price action top down analysis, pre-market analysis every day trader supposed to do before market open. Let me take you to the chart and explain that to you. So don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and if you have any question, comment it below. Right here on my chart, I'm currently on monthly time frame where I'm going to be doing my top down analysis. The most important time frame you need to take note as a price action day trader you want to analyze. First time frame you need to favorite on your trading view, or you need to take notice that the time frame I'm going to be using in this video, I'm going to be using monthly time frame. For monthly, we are going to be going down to weekly, from weekly to daily, and from daily to 4 hour, and from 4 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame. I execute my trade on it. So let me take you to the screen back and start the explanation about it. So on 4 hour time frame, if you look at it on 4 hour time frame, we have been in a downward trend. Let me zoom out. Make sure all the chart that you want to use as this. The overall chart I'm using, you can see we are in on GBPUSD now. We are just in a bullish. We go in a bullish, we come in a bearish, we go in a bullish, we come in a bearish. So currently now, if I zoom out now, since 2021, if I zoom out now, you can see we are in a bullish trend. And I've done a lot of video where I talk about trend line. You should have known this. If you can check the video out. On our trend line here, we have the first touch, second touch, and before the third touch must occur. You can see if when first touch occur at this zone, first touch drop before second touch occur. So at this one we have the second touch. Second touch must also drop before third touch must occur. So currently at this one we are already having our drop. We have the first touch, second touch, and this one is dropping. Come to this trend line on monthly time frame. We are going to having some drop before we continue our bullish trend. If I still mark out another trend line at this one, you can see first touch, second touch, and third touch. But that is not our main thing to do on the chart right, that because that one is a counter trend line. So on monthly time frame we have the first touch, second touch, and we are waiting for the third touch. So monthly time frame is saying we are going to be selling, we are going to be looking for sell opportunity. Let's go to weekly time frame and see what weekly time frame have for us. On weekly time frame, it is the same trend line I draw on monthly time frame. I'm going to make on weekly time frame. We have the first touch right here, we have the second touch right here. We are still waiting for the third touch to drop. Don't mind this bullish candle that you see. We are waiting for the main job to do. We are going to do our main job of looking how the candle look or behave on 4 hour time frame. So on weekly time frame, we already have the first touch, second touch, and we are waiting for third touch to occur. So weekly time frame is also saying we are going to be selling. Overall, we are in a bullish trend. You can see from this one, like since from 2023 now, you can see we are in a bullish trend. We are in a bullish trend. We have the first touch, second touch, and before third touch must occur, second touch must drop. So we are in a bullish trend, but we are going to experience some sell. So on daily time frame, let's see what daily time frame have for us. On daily time frame, we still have same trend line we do on monthly, on weekly. We use it on weekly. We have the first touch right here, second touch right here, and the third touch is this one is also going to be dropping. It's also going to be dropping. So this we have the so right now on monthly time frame, we have the first touch on our trend line, we have the second touch on our trend line, and if when first touch occur, first touch drop before second touch occur. So that means our second touch must also drop before third touch must occur. And if this third touch occur, we are going to be experience our buy. We are going to continue our buy opportunity, because on our time frame this usually respected it, not on lower time frame that the third touch might go to weak. I've explained that in some of my previous videos. So right now the main trend now, we are in a bullish trend, but overall we are going to be looking to do more offset, because we have the first touch on our trend line, second touch on our trend line, and you have already know that before second touch occur, first touch drop, and the same principle that before third touch must occur, our second touch must drop. So I will now take you to 4 hour time frame where the main work is being done. We are going to be breaking down everything, outlook that we look out on monthly time frame, daily time frame, weekly time frame. Outlook that we look out for now is overall it's a bullish trend, but we are going to be experiencing some drop. So we are going to be selling on lower time frame. So let me take you to 4 hour time frame and 1 hour time frame. We are going to be breaking down everything to you in details. So on 4 hour time frame, let me take you to 4 hour time frame. On 4 hour time frame, the same trend line that we draw, you can see this is our second touch we have on monthly and weekly and daily time frame. You can see on 4 hour time frame, I've already done my analysis right here before market open. So I'll hide some of the trend line tools that I use here. I'm going to be on hide it each and every one of them right back now. So you can see right here I've hide some of them. I'm going to be on hide it. So let me now close this tab. You can see on Friday what I'm actually looking for on Friday. Since Wednesday I've not been opportunity to take any trade. You can see this is our main trend line. Our main trend line right here on 4 hour time frame. We have the first touch right here, second touch at this one, and you can see our third touch as of third touch. We are waiting for our third touch. If you look out at this main trend line that I drawn, our main trend line, we have the first touch, second touch at this one, and we are waiting for our third touch at this one. This is my analysis that I've already drawn on the chart. You can see we have the third touch at this one. So you can see this trend line that at this one I write it on it is counter trend line. It is a counter trend line. You can clearly see that we have two trend line at this one. On Wednesday I'm expecting first touch. I've already spotted this one, two, and this third touch I'm expecting it to wake it to come to be dropping, but it wake it. I don't execute anything. Let me remove this trend line. It is not more useful anymore. You can see another trend line that I drawn. It got wicks also. Let me now show you a sample of what I'm trying to explain. You can see this trend line that I wrote counter trend line on it. You can see we have the first touch, second touch, and the third touch we are waiting for. On Thursday that I'm waiting for this candle, I'm waiting for this candle that form. You can see this bullish candle that form to come and do our third touch. I'm waiting for it to, I'm waiting for the next candle. You know, on 4 hour time frame, each candle takes 4 hours to open and to operate. So this new candle that form, you can see the candle has already formed bearish. It has already formed in a bearish form. So I'm waiting for it to close bearish. This is the importance of waiting. If you know what you are trading, you are definitely going to wait for your trade. So I'm waiting for this candle to close bearish. This candle that you see that later close bullish. I'm waiting for it to close bearish. You can see the candle has already been dropping. I'm waiting for it to close bearish, but it did not close. So I use 4 hours to wait, and when it later during the time it is dropping at this zone, 15 minutes time frame where I supposed to execute my trade are already dropping, but I did not execute trade instantly on that one. I'm just waiting for this one to close bearish, and by around 1 hour 30 minutes remains for this candle to close, it's finally later close bullish. So I've known this trend line I've got invalidated. So this trend line, I'm counting this trend line as my main trend line before, but as it got invalidated, I've known that this trend line has got invalidated. It has count as counter trend line. So our new main trend line I draw out now is our you can see first touch. This one is still valid, and as I'm looking at it on GBPUSD now, no current trend line I'm going to be doing at this one. We have the first touch on this main trend line that I just drew now. We have the first touch, second touch at this one, and we are waiting for our third touch. And if you look at it well on monthly time frame, the analysis that I do on monthly time frames, if you look at it well on monthly time frame, the analysis that I do on monthly time frame say we are going to be having some sell. Weekly time frame say we are going to be having some sell, and daily time frame also say we are going to be having some sell. So coming down to 4 hour time frame to analyze and break down our analysis, we are going to be looking forward to do more of sell, although some traders might do some little buy, but a profit that you made that you doesn't know how to replicate it is a profit soon gone. So you can see at this one now, on Monday now, if markets open, we might have experienced some gap at this one. Might experience some gap that will portray this one for us to have the third touch. So right now, we are not going to be doing any buy opportunity at this one, unless unless you want to trade from on 4 hour time frame exactly. You can be taking some buy, but overall trend on monthly, on weekly, on daily, we are going to have some sell before the buy continue. You can see this is what we are waiting for, and this one also might go way. If the trend line touches, if the candle touches at this one now, we will wait for a candle, for a 4 hour candle to close bearish, because we cannot anticipate it. The way I am waiting for this one to close bearish, that is the way you are going to wait for it to close, because the way this one got invalidated now, you can see as it closed bearish, if I have gone on 15 minutes time frame to execute my sell, it will just come and take me out. That is how the buy also is risky. So we are waiting for this is the zone we are waiting for it to touch. Let me take you to 1 hour time frame and see what 1 hour time frame have for us on 1 hour time frame. Let me zoom the and on 4 hour time frame, we still have our first touch, the same trend line I draw, same trend line, the breakdown analysis I draw on 4 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, we have the first touch, second touch also, and we are waiting for our third touch. You can see this counter trend line that I draw already break. I've explained the reason of this counter trend. I just leave it there. I will later remove it, because if market come manage to come to this point and touches this counter trend line, it might move up a little bit, so I'll just leave it there for now. So on 1 hour time frame, same thing, definitely going to be waiting for it to touch this zone. So let me go to 15 minutes time frame directly without wasting much of our time. You can see on monthly you can see on 15 minutes time frame, the same trend line that I do, the counter trend line also got weak. This is what I'm trying to explain about the candle that I wait for 4 hours for it to close bearish before I execute any trade. You can see on 15 minutes time frame, during the time the candle has formed, the bullish candle touches our top touch on 4 hour time frame. You can see this is the counter that I wrote on the counter trend line. You can see during the time the bullish candle touches it, this one also touches, and during the time a bearish candle is already forming, the bearish candle that is forming that later close bullish, during the time it is already forming, 15 minutes time frame has already been break. But if you are a trader just looking out on 15 minutes, even if you are just looking out on 15 minutes time frame, you cannot draw this trend line that I draw here perfectly, as I draw it. You can see if I had sell from this zone, normally I used to trade with 1:2, and I will set my stop loss based on recent high that we have our left. If I set it at this zone, so normally if I have entered this trade with 1:2, I will have hit take profit. But if you are even sometimes, as I have a logic reason for execution my trade, you can see at this one now, 1:2 execute take profit mass. In some cases it might not reach 1:2 before it began to move. Let's say we are anticipating 1:3 before. You can see it will just come in profit so far like this and take us out because we did not do correct top down analysis. But with the correct top down analysis, you can see as it got weak this one now, we are not going to be taking any trade. Normally if the candle close bearish, we are going to be experiencing something that when the next candle that form below beside the 4 hour candle that closed after it closed bearish, we are going to be experiencing like M pattern. The next candle that form will form a little bearish, and during the time it form a little bearish, we are going to be having some sell until at this one. But as it did not break this one, this our trend line that we do become a counter trend line and got us invalidated. So the next one we are waiting for now is this trend line at the top. We are waiting for this trend line at the top to get touched, and when markets open, we are going to know the next move we are to. But overall, we are not going to be taking some. We are not going to be taking any buy. Although we will have said we want to take some buy because I'm looking at W pattern, but our monthly time frame already says sell. Weekly time frame already says sell. Daily time frame already says sell. So we are going to be looking out for sell outlook. Let me switch back to face camera and explain the conclusion part of this video. The logic behind this top down analysis that I do in this video now, you can clearly see it as I explain it. Due to principle of trend line, we must have first touch, second touch, and the third touch we are going to be executing our trade. And before our second touch must occur, our first touch must drop. Same thing applies to third touch. Before third touch must occur, second touch must drop. All you need to just take note that know how to spot when the second touch has begun to be dropping. So that is, I did not explain that in this video. That one is a complex knowledge that I've studied in PDF or some books that I've read before in the past. So what I do in this video now, our monthly time, although most traders began the analysis on 4 hour time, if you began your analysis on 4 hour time frame also, you will see it is still same thing, that we are going to be waiting for more of that sale. But since we do it for monthly time frame, that serves as more confirmation for us to believe in our analysis that we have done already. So on monthly time frame, on weekly time frame, on daily time frame, we have the first touch, second touch, and our trend line, and second touch has already been dropping. So we are waiting for third touch to occur, and till the end of this year, third touch might occur before the end of this year. So all we are waiting for is to sell. We are going to be waiting for our sale because it is already dropping. You can see what analysis that I draw on 15 minutes time frame, on 4 hour time frame. It is on 4 hour time frame. Let me explain it like this. It is monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame. It's just for you to know the outlook, to look at the main bias of the chart, to look at the overall trend. If you look at the overall trend on monthly time frame, on weekly time frame, on daily time frame, if you have analyzed your outlook, our outlook that I analyze it sell opportunity, we are going to be look for sell opportunity. And on 4 hour time frame, I just break it down well to analyze our sell opportunity that I've spot on our time frame, that we have our outlook to be sell. So on 4 hour time frame, I do my analysis. In most cases, you are going to be, after done your analysis on 4 hour time, it is the analysis you do on 4 hour time frame. You are going to be transparent it to 15 minutes time frame. You can see the same trend line that I draw on 4 hour time frame. It is the same trend line that I'm using on 15 minutes time frame. That is how I used to do it. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and if you have any question, comment it below so YouTube can recommend this video to other person that might need it. So, and also the platform that I trade with is the link will be in the description if you want to get a platform with them. And also, most of my trade I drop it in my Telegram channel. Not to serve, it is not to serve as signal, but to serve as accountability. You can click the link in the description to join the Telegram channel. Catch you in the next video.